It's Wednesday. It's June 14th. Welcome to Not Gambling Advice, sponsored by BetMGM or something. I mean, Cardinals, 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2-run home run by Mike Yastrzemski. We have got to be kidding me. Does line movement matter? I gave out the Cardinals, producer Cohen, at minus 135. Do you know where it closed at? Minus 160. They were winning that entire game. They got out to a tough lead. It was 2-0. Tommy Edman came through with the home run. 4-2, 5-2 off Anthony Desclafani. We're doing well. And then what happens? 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs for the Cardinals against the Giants bullpen. And then 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2-run home run by Mike Yastrzemski. Ties the ball game. But I'm not even that worried about that instance of the bet. Because obviously it's a bad beat, but then you rely on the Cardinals right to score in the bottom of the 9th. You would think, no, terrible at bats. Ollie Marmol. Why are we putting Steven Matz in? A lot of righties in that Giants lineup, right? They started the game. They faced off against Jordan Montgomery. A lot of lefties in that, a lot of righties in that lineup, right? Do you know who's available? Andre Palante, one of your best relievers. But instead you go to Steven Matz. Why? It's a tough day. We're going to make it through. Obviously, because I got 2 more picks that I am excited about. In baseball, it's like you strike out. You got to be able to flush it. I know it's a cliche. I know nobody wants to hear it. I know everybody's in pain, including me, right? I got to come on here in the show and talk about how I suck. But today, we're going to make it back. And if I don't make it back, at least we have a bunch of cappers coming on giving their picks, and hopefully they aren't laying in a puddle of urine like I am. All right? We got to flush it. We got to be better. I don't even know how to be better. What did I do wrong?
Before we flush, do the recap.
Yeah, let's do the quick recap of yesterday. Producer going, let's do the recap before you fully flush. This was arguably the worst. This stretch has just taken my mental health for a freaking roller coaster. I don't know what to say. Colorado, Boston, we were almost there, which is crazy part. We were almost there. Got to extra innings. We lost it in extras. Cleveland, San Diego, that wasn't even close. I don't even think it was plus 125. I don't know. We lost. We're trying to be better, right? We're trying to be better. I still feel good about the picks today. I thought this was a 3-0 card. Looks like it's going to be a 2-1 card. All right? Let's get after it. Just a reminder again, we are starting a new subscriber system for subscribing to the Twitch channel because you guys know, Producer Conan, if you could flash the leaderboard. Luckily, I've bought myself some time, right? Because I am up a little over 10 units on the stream. I'm still up around 13 point something units on the season. We've really been hot up to this point, so we bought ourselves some time. But the main part of why I'm bringing this up is currently right now I'm in first. We could continue this tail slide. Someone else could come in, but I'm confident that at the end of the season, I'm going to be first. Might not be, but that's what I'm gunning for. And the reason, again, I bring that up is people who subscribed in April, they're going to get a better chance to win the World Series tickets if I win. So if you subscribed in April, you will get 3 entries into our raffle at the end of the season. You subscribe in March, 2, or I don't know exactly how we're going to do the tiering. We're going to figure out the tiering. But basically, if you sub at a certain tier, you will get more entries into the giveaway. Because it's not fair for someone who subs at the end of the term in order to get the same chance of winning those World Series tickets or the $500 cash prize if I finish second. So if you're curious, get your subs in now because we will stop them soon. And if you want more entries into the raffle at the end of the season, now is the time to do so. Smoothbane Pete in the house. Dang, Pete needs the shaves. Lot of chirps already. And honestly, I'm here to take them. Is it my fault or is it Giovanni Gallegos' fault? It's honestly my fault for even deciding that the Cardinals were worth a play. And we lost both of our plays yesterday. It's just been absolute pain. But let's get back to it. What do we got? What's up next? Boston, Colorado. Boston, Colorado. Get back into it. Get back into it. Boston versus Colorado. We are going to travel to Fenway Park at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. The pitching matchup is Austin Gomber versus Garrett Whitlock. Now, with all due respect, and I said this last time, big leaguers are doing better than me in life, especially right now, because they make millions of dollars, and I'm just donating millions of dollars. So maybe it's going straight into their pockets. I don't know. Maybe it's going to Mike Yastrzemski's pocket. I don't know. But we're getting off track. Austin Gomber is, I think, the worst pitcher in Major League Baseball. If I had to power rank them all, he would be at the very bottom. Now, I knew I had to fade him in some format, but I looked deeper into Garrett Whitlock and was just simply not impressed. You factor in bullpens that are now on the brink of collapse and great weather conditions, and I think you know where I'm going with this. It kind of reminds me of that Dodgers-Reds over about a week ago, right? It's so square, but I cannot see a day in which both offenses don't have a field day. And the model even likes it, which is uncommon for a total this high. It's rare to find a starter, going back to Austin Gomber for a second, it's rare to find a starter with a 7.57 ERA that's actually been worse than his ERA would say, right? Like Jordan Lyles, for example. He's got an ERA at 6.99. He's been horrible. But his expected ERA is 5.00, right? So it's like all these guys, it's almost like, well, none of them are that bad. Austin Gomber has a 7.62 expected ERA. So he fully deserves every run he's allowed this season, pitching to a 7.57 ERA. I'm not a big fan of this Boston Red Sox lineup against right-handed pitching, but against lefties, they can certainly hit a left-hander. The Red Sox sit with a 122 WRC plus over the last month against left-handed pitching. That number rises to a 149 WRC plus when they face a lefty at home. That ranks third only to the Cardinals and the Rays. Cardinals. Fuck. Only a few hitters in the Red Sox lineup have faced Gomber before, and it went terribly for the Rockies starter. Through 20 plate appearances, he's rocking a 483 xWOBA and a 713 expected slug. Need I say more? You could take the Red Sox to demolish the Rockies, and I get it. But Garrett Whitlock has not been very good. His ERA is at 4.78, which is already below average, but it's the 5.02 expected ERA. It's the 4.74 FIP. It's the 4.20 Sierra. Imply that he's kind of deserved what he's gotten too. His strikeout rate is plummeted, and his velocity across all of his pitches is down across the board. Now, the Rockies didn't have a great offense, but they are in their better split, putting up about a 100 WRC plus against right-handers on the road. They are terrible against lefties, but have proven to be a league average against righties. We saw them yesterday when we lost our Rockies Red Sox under because they killed Cutter Crawford. Nice job, Crawford. Both of these pitchers get ground balls at around a league average rate, but weather conditions will not be in their favor when they inevitably allow a fly ball. Now, Fenway Park is the number one ranked ballpark for hitters today on Ballpark Pal. Hiccups like a toddler. We have 5 to 10 mile an hour wind blowing straight out, which is not a good sign for these pitchers with less than rested bullpens. Now, I wrote in my article, and I showed basically how many pitches that these bullpens have thrown. I'm just going to go through them quickly with you because it's crazy. Justin Lawrence, 43 pitches. Matt Caracidi, 41 pitches. Brad Hand, 38 pitches. Brent Suter, 29 pitches. Daniel Bard, 26 pitches. Even Pierce Johnson has thrown back-to-back days. Jake Bird threw 15 pitches yesterday. And all they really got is Peter Lambert, right? And he could be okay. I talked about him yesterday. He could be okay. Do you think he's going to be okay? For the Red Sox, Josh Winkowski, 33 pitches. Chris Martin, 31 pitches. Pivetta, 30. Jacquez, who made his debut yesterday. Well, I guess he made it 2 days ago. 30 pitches. Kluber, 25 pitches. Kenley Jansen, 20 pitches. Justin Garza, 20 pitches. And then Brennan Bernardino. No one has bullpen arms available. And if they do, they're not going to be well rested. So this is one of those games I think soars over. Or we get crushed. It's one of those. It's one of those Dodgers-Reds type games where this could hit in the 5th inning or we're left in piss. I think it hits. Would I take a 10.5? Would just lower the risk, right? I have 1.15 units to win 1 unit on 9.5. That has since moved a run since I put it out this morning. We love to see that, right? You got a full run of movement. But the Cardinals also moved from minus 135 to minus 160. I don't trust anything anymore. No, I mean, I'm being over dramatic here, right? I'm off a very tough loss. I just got off just one of the toughest losses again of the season about 20 minutes ago. So my emotions are running wild. But long term, you want to be on the right side of the line movement. We should soar. I have no reason to believe that it shouldn't. It's not just on these starters. It's really on the backs of the bullpen too. No Yoshida, no Devers. It's still moved to run, right? Big believer in this over. We need it. All right, let's go to Arizona. So we're watching the Phillies face off against the Diamondbacks at 9:40 p.m. Eastern. The pitching matchup is Ranger Suarez versus Merrill Kelly. So similarly to the Giants and Cardinals game, the Phillies are coming off a huge outlier win, taking game 2 15-3. We love fading a team after a performance like that, and we are back to doing it with an Arizona's superior team. Now, there is no denying it, Philly's hot. However, they aren't 15-3 hot due to the Diamondbacks putting in a position player who allowed 4 runs in an inning at the end. Nonetheless, this is a Phillies team that's won every series they've played so far in June, including taking 2 of 3 from the Dodgers. I don't think they win this series, and we have a system working in our favor. When a team loses by 12 or more runs, we've only used this a couple of times because it doesn't come off that often, right? But it's been very profitable for us. And in the past few years, longer than that, the team who is favored the next day, which the Diamondbacks are, 156, winning at a 64% rate with an 11% ROI. We don't get many of these, but when we play them, it's been great, right? We faded Ranger Suarez against the Dodgers, which didn't go well for us. Ranger pitched great, but the Dodgers made it close in the end before it ultimately turned into a 5-4 Phillies win. Another tough beat. Yeah. The Diamondbacks are also a team that kills lefties, but they already got to Ranger this season. Now, it's hard to look at past data with the Diamondbacks team and take it wholeheartedly against Ranger in the past. This is simply put, a better Diamondbacks team. They previously had weak numbers against Ranger, then went ahead and scored 5 runs in 5 innings in Ranger start against them this season. So they already got to them. Because the Diamondbacks have a 122 WRC plus against lefties at home in the last 30 days. Far above average. Rangers' main pitch is his sinker, which is the Diamondbacks' favorite pitch to hit. Especially Corbin Carroll is rocking an absurd 10-run value against that pitch. Rangers' clear better split is against lefties, holding them to a 472 OPS this season and a 538 OPS last season. Righties can get to them, rocking an OPS over 800 this season and close to that last year. Diamondbacks, they're going to fill their lineup with righties in their clear better split against lefties, and then Corbin Carroll will be in the lineup. Now, Merrill Kelly is cut from the same cloth as Jordan Montgomery, who did pitch well today, right? Just really solid. The Phillies' numbers against him are very good, but a lot of that comes from Trey Turner, who has owned him in the past. The rest of the lineup hasn't seen him in years, and unless they played for other teams when the numbers are around league average, but you factor in Trey Turner and the numbers look far worse than they are. Now, the Phillies have a 113 WRC plus against right-handers on the road in the last 30 days. There's no doubt about it. They are heating up, but not to the level that Arizona is against lefties. Kelly has the lower expected ERA and SIERA and is a slightly better pitcher overall. The edge isn't enough for me to roll with them early, even though I do think they take the lead through the first 5 innings. I'm not here to take the Diamondbacks early because, again, it doesn't fit the system. The bullpen edge is marginal. Both have high leverage arms available, and both are below average bullpens. Maybe it's due to past history and bias, but I'll take the Diamondbacks arms over the Phillies arms in that back end. I have the better offense in the Diamondbacks, who are sitting better in their current split, the slightly better starter, and a slightly better bullpen and home field advantage. And the model loves the Diamondbacks today, pricing them at minus 168. So I'm taking a stab of them. 1.1 units. You guys know I don't like to lay juice, but I do really like this play. It's to win about 0.82 units. That'll do it. Some slight just sub-banked. I mean, some slight just sub-banked. I mean, what a stud. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Patrick Corbin finished 2 pitches short. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Because I'm mentally drained. I need to hear some winners from other people. Potentially, we don't have that many picks coming on today. People are scared. I'm never scared. I'm here to deliver winners no matter what. People like to pick and choose. Now, shout out to everybody else. Everyone else has been good. I'm just in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. Hopefully, you all level with me. Let's get to the model. Park Factors, game simulations, and a matchup machine in order to go over the math of the day. The math picks. Let's talk about him. Game number 1. This freaking hoss. So, you know what's interesting, actually? This was a lower run projection earlier in the day, which we love to see. They actually had the Red Sox around 6.3 runs. That moved up to 6.55, and now we're seeing 10.5s where it's equally priced. Whenever you see a 10.5 equally priced on Ballpark Pal, I mean, shit soars. It soars because normally it's going to show value on the under there. But if you're telling me that it's showing pretty good value, I mean, we just got to jump. We got to jump. I'm riding this over. Obviously, I mean, the Red Sox are approaching that golden 7 run range. 6.55. That's a lot of runs. And as you can see, a lot of them are coming early against freaking Austin Gobber. But I think they're undervaluing the Rockies' offense here. I like the Rockies to go over their total as well. I mean, similar prediction to yesterday, even though this one's a little bit higher than it was yesterday. But they're not giving the Rockies the credit. I think they hit Whitlock up a little bit, and I have no faith in this Red Sox bullpen when they aren't well rested. I think they have some solid arms when rested. When not a big fan of them. All right, let's go to game number 2. So this game is interesting, showing some good value on the Rangers on the ML. It's kind of tough for me, though, personally, to look at this game and pick a winner. I don't mind the over, right? It has Texas doing a lot of the work. Do they really hit up Reed Detmers that well? They might. I was looking into Reed Detmers' stats against the Rangers. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. They're like middle of the pack. Both teams in their better split. These games have been soaring over. It's supposed to be decent weather at Globe Life, but it's still calling for negative 7%. I wonder if they're closing the roof. The thing is, I think closing the roof actually increases projections by about a quarter of a run. Are they planning on keeping the dome open? I don't know if anybody knows Rangers is a fade today. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking the Rangers today. But a lot of people on stream are going to pitch the Rangers, so maybe they might convince you. Does anybody know if the roof is open or not? Does anybody know if the roof is open or not? I think it's closed. Generally, that's going to help the over. Might be raining. Maybe that's why they're calling for negative 7%. I could see that. Because if the roof is I think this projection is based off an open roof. Because normally what it is it's always based on an open roof, and then it changes based on what they do, whether it's closed or not. My guess is, let's see. If they have a win projection, that means they think the roof is open. Let's see. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Game Sims, ballparkpal.com. Let's see. Come on, load. Just trying to help the people here. Globe Life, no. This is with the roof on. Interesting. Showing Dome. It's a good name for a podcast. Or like one of those Twitch streams where like girls are in jacuzzis. Have you ever seen those?
I haven't been on this.
Yeah, me neither. I definitely haven't been on those either. That's a squad ride, and I think it's closed. Roof is closed. I drove past it earlier. Yeah, I mean, that would help the over a little bit. I definitely don't mind the over. Stop laughing. I'm still in pain. All right, let's go to game number 3. Look at that. It was always the Oakland A's again. Are you touching the Braves second game? No, I'm just sticking to what I got. I'm not trying to overdo myself. I'm not someone who chases. I stick to my plays. Stop it, model. I know. Can we get a W model, though? What has the model been trying to tell us all year, Producer Colin? It was always the A's. 48%. It's basically a pickup with Luis Medina against Tyler Glasnow. That doesn't make any sense. But I would not take the Rays. Don't do it. Don't you do it, people. We cannot be taking the Rays. We just can't. Rays -1.5, sure. Rays -1.5? I don't think so. Oh, this game is so painful because the Rays could win this game by 40. Yeah, someone on Trend Stream gave Rays plus 1.5 sharp. I mean, I wish I could win a unit right now. I should text that kid. Be like, what other minus 450 plays you tossing out to the people? I mean, just sharp. Yeah. I mean, he was right. He was like, maybe the A's win. I listened to the pitch. I listened to Trent's video. He was like, well, maybe the A's win. He was like, why did you take A's money line? He's like, the Rays are the best team in baseball. I mean, what a pitch. It hit. Minus 470, Rays plus 1.5. Free as air. I mean, I'd do anything to win a unit right now. I'd do anything. We should have known it was free. I mean, what a play. You know, I think A's plus 4.5 are the same odds. I looked it up after. A's plus 4.5, I think, were the same odds.
It's probably the better player.
Yeah, that's the better play. Taking 4.5 runs. He got the last laugh. Dude's eating steak while we're eating Rice Krispies. You can afford Rice Krispies right now? I guess you can get them in a bundle at Costco. All right, game number 4. Yeah, this is me. Here's the Diamondbacks projection. They love it, which means Phillies win 17-4. Now, I mean, look at it, right? Got him winning through 5. Got him winning through the full game. 62.7% of the time they're winning this game. I mean, can we get a break? Can we get a break? They're supposed to win this game. We have a system, been very profitable. 12-plus runs, and the team is the favorite the next day. We got to take it. We got to take it. So this is that projection. Maybe a Yerfie, but give me the D-backs. Give them to me. Bring out the snakes. Time for home runs. Also, I do want to shout myself out. Can I give myself a quick pat on the back? Producer Cohen, do you remember my 2 home run picks from the bottom to the top yesterday? Kyle Schwarber, bang. Jack Sawinski, bang. It's all about identifying those guys that shouldn't be up there. That's what Ollie 1 unit gave it in our community entry, which didn't hit. And thanks a lot, Jake Hazen. Thanks a lot, Gino. No, I'm just kidding. They're great. I just got a bag on someone because I'm in my feelings, and I'm giving out losers too. So let's do some more home runs. So who on here looks weird? Who on here looks weird? Stanton's going to go deep. Remember when I said I was like, no way Stanton goes deep. I think first inning, first pitch. Yeah. Who is, I mean, Glaber's kind of weird. Why is Glaber up here? Why is Aaron Hicks up here? Why is Glaber Torres and why is Aaron Hicks up here? Why? Never thought I'd see Hicks up there. Interesting. Yeah, so my picks from this slate, give me Aaron Hicks, give me Glaber Torres. It's funny, Matt Olson is always at the top. Did he hit a home run today? We can't escape Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks is great. Adley's not that weird. I've seen Adley up here before. But I agree with you guys. He's not up here often, but like I haven't seen Aaron Hicks up here ever. I don't think I've ever seen Glaber up here ever. Like Jack Sawinski was never that high. That's why we took him. Right? Actually, I didn't even bet on him. I'm lying. I'm lying, Cohen. I didn't take him. I just said it. Ugh. All right. Let's get to the top. All right. Oh, I mean, Anthony Santander. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop the phones. Anthony Santander, what are you doing up here? Could have used a Nolan Gorman home run. Thanks a lot. Adam Duvall, Jake Berger. Don't mind those two gentlemen at all. Anthony Santander. Adam Duvall. Jake Berger. These are guys to target. Anthony Santander always up there, I feel. Not this high. No shot. NFL material. I respect you. No way I've ever seen him up here this high. No way. I mean, slotted in between Freddie Freeman and Nolan Gorman and Mookie Betts and JD Martinez. No way. No way. Man, the model loves Dodgers home runs, doesn't it? Producer Colin loves Dodgers home runs. Just think all of them are going to hit a home run every day. So, of the home run picks, Glaber, Aaron Hicks, Anthony Santander, and Adam Duvall. Those are the guys. taking Santander's odds range from plus 420 on FanDuel to plus 275 on Caesars. Not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. Not too shabby. Why is Bowers up there? Oh, I didn't even see Jake Bowers. He just snuck in there. Jake Bowers on the Yankees. Guys. Yeah, where are you, Mike Yastrzemski, you dickhead? Jake Bowers has to be at the top. Jake Bowers is leadoff today, too. Plus 275 on Caesars for Santander. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Jake Bowers. I mean, that means the Yankees are going off today. We got Jake Bowers. We got Gleyber Torres. We got Rizzo. All right, let's welcome on someone who actually wins bets. Let's welcome on the hottest sports bettor on planet Earth, and that's Mr. Ollie One Unit. Let's welcome on the hottest sports bettor on planet Earth. Hey, Ollie, were you on Cardinals with me, or do you win bets?
No. I win bets right now, but I was not on Cardinals. I did not lab up the afternoon games. Probably a blessing. I actually probably would have taken the over in that game, which would have been a sweat-free, actually, now that I think about it, but would have been a great bet.
No, that was a really good bet.
Awesome. Fantastic bet.
Yeah, really good bet.
Let's see. What do we got today? We've got the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm sticking with this series. What's been working for me is if I get a good read on a series, I stick with that series, find a play in the game that I like, and go with it. And today, I like the Pirates to bounce back after yesterday. I know it was a kind of a fluky game all around. I mean, we had runs early, kind of sweat it out there till the 7th to get that over, but the Cubs came through, and they really kind of blew the doors open there. The Pirates' offense was literally just Jack Swinsky hitting tanks all night. Other than that, they didn't really get anything going. But today against Drew Smyly, they flipped the lineup around. You get a lot of the patient right-handed hitters up there, Connor Joe, Andrew McCutchen. Like, these guys are going to go up there and draw walks. And then on the flip side, I don't know too much about Osvaldo Bido. Can't tell you much about what this guy has done, what he's going to do, how he is. But what I can tell you is that if he pitches decent enough, and it's a big if, to keep the Pirates in this game, they're going to win because the 7th, 8th, 9th inning is extreme advantage to the Pirates today. Bednar's available. Holderman's available. When those two guys are ready to rock is when I like to take the Pirates. They're both ready to go today. Cubs, they didn't, aside from the Ian Happ homer yesterday, the way they scored was just off shitty weather conditions, fluky singles, and it didn't really impress me. So I'm sticking with the Pirates to hang around in this game and come alive against the bullpen mostly, although I think they can get some base runners on the board against Smyly and maybe get a couple of hits with runners in scoring position. But at the end of the day, this is a game that's going to be won and lost in the last 3 innings, and I will take the Pirates with that advantage.
It's sneaky. Obviously, you're dealing with a guy who is a 27-year-old in Pirates AAA. He's been okay. Maybe he can somehow sneak. Obviously, a lot of people are like, why aren't you taking the Cubs through the first 5? For me, first of all, the Cubs absolutely demolished the Pirates, so it's a good spot to just take the Pirates blindly after that. But at the same time, like, I think Drew Smyly is only going to decrease, not increase. And the Pirates are in their better split against lefties. They're normally pretty good against soft-tossing lefties. One last thing for you on the Pirates. Do you know where Colin Holderman came from?
Yanks.
He was traded from the New York Mets for Dan Vogelback.
Mets, that's right. I knew it was one of those New York teams making an abysmal trade. It's the Mets, and of course it's the Mets.
Can you say one good thing about Colin Holderman for producer Colin, Mets fan who's listening in right now?
He's demon, like one-on-one paint.
Yeah, he's been incredible. He's one of the best setup men in baseball.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. And like you said, like, is this Beto guy any good? No, he's not. But I came on last week and I said Smiley's a guy I want to fade. I think he will regress. It's just sinker curveball.
Yeah.
I just don't think that pitch mix as a starting pitcher is sustainable to be as good as he's been, because he's been good. There's no doubt about it. Drew Smyly's
his command within the strike zone has been pristine,
Yeah.
that's going to drop off. Like he's not
Exactly.
a guy who's able to just keep that up all year. If he does, props to him.
The sample size with Drew Smiley is there. He's 34 years old. Like we know it will start to regress. Now, maybe he's Martin Perez and it doesn't. Maybe. And I'll bite the bullet a couple more times here going on the other side of Drew Smiley until I just admit that he owns me. But right now, Pirates, I like the spot.
Carroll and Marte out for the Diamondbacks.
Not great if you're a Diamondbacks better. Not great.
Next pick.
I think that's the only
it.
pick. But if we're doing a community entry, I'll toss my hat in the ring there.
Not doing
Yeah.
a community entry today, but we do that usually twice a week. We'll probably do it again on Friday.
All right. Well, if anybody wants a square, we're going
Yeah,
back to the
go
Red
and pitch.
Sox, and we're taking Whitlock strikeouts. Same old recipe as Cutter Crawford strikeouts. We should get more length out of Whitlock, which will increase the chances there. But look, I know some people don't like what they see out of Whitlock. I see a couple bad starts off injury, and when he gets into that groove, he's been really good. And the injuries suck. Don't get me wrong, and the rust is definitely there right after those injuries. But in the starts that are not right after he comes back off the IL, he's been really, really good to me. Passes the eye test, passes the Ollie eye test, and coming off a really good start against the Yankees. Strong start. I don't think the strikeouts were necessarily there, but similar read to yesterday. The slider changeup is on. Watch out. We could be dealing.
Do you have any thoughts on the Rockies Red Sox over that I'm on?
Yeah, I do actually like Rob Refsnyder to do damage today. A lot of people like Adam Duvall. Sure, I haven't seen anything encouraging from him since he's been back. Wrist injury, don't know. You just never know how guys like Xander Bogaerts got injured 3 years ago with his wrist, and he shows spurts of power. And other than that, like you just don't know how these guys are going to react to that. I like Red Sox runs today, and that is. I don't feel good saying that because we've all seen how just piss poor they've been, especially with men on base. Oh my God, guys get on base and it's just like grounded, roll over to second base, double play. But I like Rob Refsnyder today if I'm taking a Red Sox prop. But I kind of think Whitlock is going to pitch well. I'm not going to lie. The concern there is if you're a Red Sox fan or better, who the hell's coming in after him? I don't know. Pivetta, ugh. Kluber, oh man, it's slim pickings right now. I guess you could see Winkowski again, but at the end of the day, I don't mind runs in this game. I think you're going to get more runs from the Red Sox, but what the hell do I know anymore with that freaking offense? It's pathetic. No Casas, or not Casas, no Devers, no Yoshida against a lefty. I get it, but like a really, really bad lefty. Give me a break, but Rob Refsnyder is my guy if I'm taking a Red Sox hitter today.
Both the plays I took, none of the good players are playing, which should be fun.
Well, yeah, to be fair, Yoshida's on like a little 0 for 15 or something like that, so I guess they just want to give him another day off.
Yeah, he's not very good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Thanks for coming on. Tail Ollie, he's on fire. I know you probably hate the Pirates pick and everybody and their mothers on the Cubs, and the Pirates are going to cash out for Ollie and the people who tail. So
are the Cubs popular today?
Everything I see, it's like, oh, it's all Cubs today. Even in my TikTok comments, it's all Cubs. When you came on and pitched it, I saw chat was saying, no, this is all Cubs. Look at the pitcher for the Pirates.
Cool.
11-3 win. It does feel like a day where the Pirates do win this one.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, my man. Stay hot. Appreciate you.
I'm going to do my best. And if anybody wants a little golf wager,
yeah,
while we're here, we got time. I have 3 units on Sepp Straka to make the cut. Little 2-day, Thursday, Friday sweat for you. If you're interested, throwing it out there.
Sepp Straka.
Yeah, that's what beautiful.
Is that like you love that?
I love him. I love that you've never heard of him. I love that nobody knows anything about him. Love it.
Love it.
Ollie, I just want to say I took him in the Masters pool like for no reason, and he did like pretty well.
He's been balling out in majors this year.
It's not a bad play. Well,
Minus 115 is the line, Colby, or minus 110. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
We like that.
We love
like
that.
that a lot.
Love that.
What I heard pitch on the Trent stream, do you like John Rahm to finish top 10? Or is that a bad?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Rahm and Scotty Scheffler should finish top 10.
Yeah, I heard John Rahm's like the best. I know John Rahm's probably the best golfer in the world, and he's plus 110 to finish top 10. I was like, that ain't hitting. I don't know how.
I don't know how either. All it takes is one blow up hole, but with those guys who know, John Rahm and Scotty Scheffler should, if they don't finish top 10, it would be they'll tell you themselves that it was freaking embarrassing.
You know, you made a good pick when you have back-to-back comments. I'm fading, then I'll ride from two different people.
Fuck yeah, let's go, Jeff.
Someone's
My name's
winning.
Jeff.
Someone's winning. Keep freaking going, Ollie. You've been an absolute stud. Continue the great work. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Unless that guy Nick Yalfan might be talking about making John Rahm to miss the cut. That is a little spice that I can get behind. That's probably like plus 700.
No, he's saying Sepp Straka not to make.
All right, well, fuck that then. I'm out of here.
See ya. Why are they not playing Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte? Wait a minute. Fat Girls Inc., I saw your comment. No way the Diamondbacks win with no Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte when the Phillies are hot. No way. No way. No way, right? Who we got next up at the queue? We got Ben. I think he's in some sort of cafe. Oh.
Cafe in my kitchen.
Yeah, no, I was like, I think he's in like, I was like, are you at a restaurant?
No.
It's a good looking kitchen.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Before we hop on into the MLB, man, my Denver Nuggets got it done, man.
Dude. Well, first of all, congrats, Denver Nuggets. But second of all, did you see the Rockies? Their post on Instagram where they just like photoshopped in Kyle Freeland into the Nuggets like celebration thing. Oh, dude,
no,
you have to go look at the Rockies Instagram. They made a graphic where it's like 4 different. Yeah, producer Code's gonna pull it up. It's like 4 different Nuggets players, and then like Elias Diaz and Kyle Freeland like photoshopped in there. It's like.
That's
why they do that? They could have just said congrats Nuggets and like posted some of the Nuggets, but they just like put themselves in there.
You know what's hilarious though about that? So Kyle Freeland, he's born and raised out in Denver, and I've actually ran into him like 4 or 5 times at Nuggets games.
He's probably a great dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. So now Colorado has had every team but the Rockies of like the 4 major sports win a title. So the Rockies, pressure's on.
Pressure's on. So I was going to ask you. So I know we'll probably just get into it when you talk about your Red Sox play, but obviously I want your thoughts on my over. But let's just get straight to that game because that game's kind of the talk of the town right now. But here's the graphic. I don't know if you can see it on stream.
Oh, I see it. Nice.
like what are we doing, Rockies?
That is a little weird.
Why?
But whatever.
Look at.
Anyways, yeah. Congrats. On the Rockies.
Like, can you imagine like the Braves winning it? Like the Falcons making a graphic with like Mariota like next to Acuna.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that just kind of shows you where the Rockies are right now because it's just weird they even did that. Like, who approved that? Was the social media team like, yeah, this is a great idea? Anyway.
I mean, who runs the Rocky social media?
Dude, so actually, funny you say that. 2 years ago, the guy who ran it for like 10 years left. His name was Julian, and he was an OG. He was so good, but I don't know who runs it now. So
probably some kid on TikTok just trolling, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
because that got so much engagement.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Red Sox minus $5 billion.
Yeah. So Red Sox. I think for me, this is more of a play against Gomber. But the bats of the Red Sox haven't been bad. It's just, can the pitching get it done? And I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not like the highest on Whitlock, but I think he can get the job done. It's kind of a weak lineup for the Rockies, but I mean, it's very similar to what they've had the last few days. It just seems weak like on paper, but it really comes down to like guys like Nolan Jones, Doyle, Tovar, if they can get on base, but they've been having some success, but I just think in the spot, Gomber is going to give up some runs, and I'm with you. Like over under, I'm 100% on the over, but I think the run line for me, kind of get right spot, but I think a good matchup for the Red Sox to take advantage of Gomber.
I mean, you rank pitchers all the time too. You're big into the pitching stuff.
Yeah.
If I were to power rank all starting pitchers in Major League Baseball, like who's worse than Gomber?
Urania, but he's not with us anymore.
He's not it. I mean, you could say Dinelson Lamet, I guess.
Yeah. Look, he's near the bottom. I don't know if I would put him dead last, but then I would have to like give you an answer on who's behind him.
In terms of expected ERA, he's dead last.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. I mean, when you watch him out there, like every time the ball's in play, it's like one of those like, oh no, as a Rockies fan, like he not a lot of weak contact, which in Coors is terrible. So luckily we're not in Coors, but I still feel like, look, the Red Sox have enough bats. What's been going on with Yoshida, by the way?
He's just on a little bit of a slide, and I think he's out tonight. I think he's like 0 for his last a lot.
I looked at his prize picks when it was up, and it was like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he has not been hitting at all.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's against a lefty today in Gomber. Just give him a day off to reset. Maybe he comes in as like a pinch hitter because he's not hurt.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see him late in game when like inevitably Justin Lawrence comes in. He's trying to throw, but he can't, has no arm left because he throws every day. That's just what I see. It's like not even just fading Gomber, not even like I think with like pitch is okay. Like 5 innings, 3 runs. I think the Red Sox demolish Austin Gomber. And then it's just, I mean, if he's like, who's going to pitch for the Rockies today?
I don't know. I mean, Bard pitched.
Lambert?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys who they've used. And you know, a funny thing, the Rockies up to this series haven't played in an extra innings game, and they played in 2 straight. Kind of a crazy fact there. So.
That is interesting. They don't steal and they don't play at extras. They either lose or win it before that.
Yeah, really weird. And that's Coors for you, right? Like Coors usually has games that they just with all the runs, it's hard to go into extra innings, but on the road, yeah, 2 straight. So anyways, hopefully the Red Sox don't go into extras for me because that would probably be a good thing for you. But,
two units is pretty sizable for you too.
It is. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. It is a little bit of like, you know, losing 2 straight to the Rockies. I hate to throw that into the handicap, but it is a little bit like I think there is some part of the Red Sox who's like, we don't want to be swept by a team like the Rockies at home. So a little bit of that too. Look, motivation factor in baseball is a real thing. We saw what the A's did last night. Like, you know, if guys, it's a long season, and I just think this is one of those spots where you don't want to get swept by one of the worst teams of baseball. So
facts. Let's keep moving on. We got more plays.
Yeah. So second one, whatever's on the screen.
Rangers.
There we go. This is kind of simple. It was a model supported play, and the Rangers against lefties have been hitting very well and pretty consistently throughout the whole season. Part of me though was, do I go first 5? First, do I go full game? Because against the Angels, I think 2 games ago, they covered in the first 5 and then lost in extras. But this is a spot where I just think the Rangers will get it done. Model supported. Not a lot of like baseball thought behind this one other than those 2 things, but I think it's a pretty good look.
Yeah, no, I think it is too. I would probably lean the Rangers, and I would probably lean the over. It's probably what I'd do. Next play.
Yeah, and I think this is the last.
Yep.
This was model supported too, and I know like on paper this is like, oh no, like, you know, Josiah Gray on the road, been pretty good, and then I think it's is it Javier or Valdez? Why am I spacing who?
Framber.
Yeah, it's Framber. Yeah, I mean Framber's been pretty lights out this season, but it's a low total, and I think the Nationals can get a few runs on the board. Also, it's one of those where it's like if it's like 2-1 after 5, I still think the bullpen of the Nats could give up some runs. It was model supported. I don't know, has it moved much, or is it still at 7.5, like minus 120?
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean over 7.5 is now minus 105.
Yeah, see, that does scare me a little bit. Looking at it last night, I was like, man, which way is this going to move? And there were some 8s, so this one definitely scares me a little bit just because of the move. But we'll see what happens.
I do lean this way, though. I do kind of like the over. I think it's the only – because I was looking at it, too. My model liked it, too. I was just like, I don't think the Nationals have seen Framber. And when you haven't seen Framber before, you don't know how to adjust that bowling ball sinker.
Mm-hmm.
So he could just kind of ambush them a little bit. But I do think the Astros get to Josiah Gray. It's a tough one.
I
think it's going to be around here. Like, I think this one either ends on 7 or ends on 8, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be sweating this one out a little bit, but oh well. It makes it fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, last thing I wanted to say about the Nuggets, man, it's so crazy to see your team win and like the sports nirvana of like just it like I place bets. I've hit some really big bets in my time, but like nothing compares to your team winning a championship.
Couldn't agree more. I'm a Rams fan. So when I saw them win that Super Bowl, like I won a bet on them, but I was like, I don't even care. I'll throw that money right down. It's better than winning any bet. My last Yankee championship was 2009, and I have yet to be alive for my Knicks.
I forgot that I had like the Nuggets to win by 2 games in the series until like someone in our Discord's like, "Hey, thanks," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" That's where I was with like them winning versus like betting wise. But I'll have to enjoy this one. Broncos, it's probably not going to be for a while. Rockies, I mean.
Never.
I may be in a nursing home, or who knows? They may have like AI, and we're living in like a new world, and there's like baseball playing in AI. So who knows?
I just think they have to move. I don't think you can sustain. Like, no pitcher will ever sign there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to develop your own pitching, and it's just so tough to play. I think they legit have to move in order to win a championship.
So there's that, which I kind of hate that I agree to some extent, but I think what they really need to do, and this is from a fan, I think they need to totally change ownership, invest in like an analytics team that is like so heavily involved to like this pitcher will not play well, even though he has good like splits, like because, you know, maybe he's a fly ball pitcher, right? Like they need more Kyle Freelands and they need less Gombers, right? Like we traded Arenado and $50 million for Austin Gomber, and his repertoire does not even fit in like, what are we doing? You know, stuff like that just really like irritates me. But I don't think the Monforts are ever going to sell. So
and $50 million.
And and here's $50 million. And there's like baseball reasons why they had to do that, but like, oh man, dude, that's still the toughest one was when Story went away. That I was pretty bummed about that one, but
at least you got Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, if he can get help.
Yeah.
Oh man. So if anyone's in the queue, you can go. Or we can keep chatting about my fandom in sports.
we'll talk later, my friend. We got Colby in the queue to give out some picks, but we got Houston.
Right?
We got Washington versus Houston over. We got Rangers money line, and we got Red Sox by 2 or more.
Hell yeah! I'm excited to hear Colby on. I won't give it away, but one of his plays, I'm going to be listening in.
Definitely.
You know which one it is.
We know which one it is. All right, we'll talk soon, my friend. Peace. All right, we got the Colbster. Mustache is starting to grow. Need you to shave the chin. Need a full mustache.
Yeah, we went 2-1.
We went to. I mean, how's the lip hair? The lip hair is on. When you have lip hair, I'm in.
It's just the clean shaven you don't like.
I can't do the clean shave. There has to be. I have to shave because I'm laying in urine.
That I can work with. But I have not given picks since Monday night, Pete, and it really should have been a 3-0 night. I still can't believe that Salvador Perez home run in the bottom of the 9th inning, and it's just seemed to curtail into more and more and more bad beats. But, I
almost forgot about that one because I just like even the college baseball picks I gave out.
Oral Roberts choking 8
lead.
Once.
That I think it was like teams are like 0-59 in those situations, and they turned into 1-59. And then Stanford against Texas, Stanford blew a 3-run lead in the 9th. It's just like it tests your mental health.
Should Trent worry about his job security? Like, are you coming for his job?
Please stop. I'm up on the year. I have bought some time. Everybody also in the comments is acting like I'm down 700 units. It's like, yes, we've had a bad couple of days. Let's not forget. If you have just been tailing my picks, your BetMGM account is fuller than when it started.
Yes, it should
no
be.
doubt about that.
It should be.
All right, let's get
unless you're betting like late night hockey. But let's get into the picks. We got 4 picks today, which is usually a bad news thing for me because whenever I give 4 picks, I do poorly. But I'm going to justify it in that one of the picks is just a 0.25 unit play. We'll get to that one at the end. Red Sox -1.5 is my first play. And This line has actually fallen now, Pete. I grabbed this at minus 130 this morning. I know Ben grabbed it at minus 125 last night. It's now fallen to, I believe, minus 115.
Yeah, I mean, the total went back down from 10.5 to 10. No Devers and no Yoshida is going to do that.
So I'm going to justify why no Devers no Devers is bad. Like, I don't know if there's a way to sell that in a good way, but Yoshida out of the lineup, he's been struggling. He's been struggling against lefties this season, but you look at who's replacing that, right? You have Ref Snyder coming in, who has a 166 WRC plus versus lefties this season. He's a machine. And then you have Adam Duvall, who is just coming back off the IL, just getting in the swing of things. But last year had a 129 WRC plus versus lefties versus a 73 WRC plus versus righties. So it's clear that left-handed pitching is his preferred split. So it's actually a pretty good spot. Like, I think this Red Sox lineup is still going to be able to score runs for your over. I think they're going to be able to score plenty of runs off of Austin Gomber, who has a 4.63 ERA on the road, but a 6.28 FIP on the road.
Yeah.
And then after Gomber, you were talking about how this bullpen for the Rockies is decimated. Peter Lambert is probably going to get in the game today as like a long relief option. He has a 6.52 ERA and an 8.8 FIP in his last 5 outings. Like, the dude is not good. So following up Gomber, it's ugly. And then you have Garrett Whitlock on the mound, who I know you mentioned that, the expected stats don't look great for him. But I think if you take away, and I know it's maybe I'm cherry picking a little here, but if you take away the 2 bad starts he had against the Rays, he's actually been very good, a 3.22 ERA in those other 4 starts. So outside of facing the best team in baseball, he's been very solid, and I think he'll be able to keep the Rockies at bay here. He throws a lot of strikes, gets ground balls, gets weak contact, and Colorado has an 89 WRC plus versus righties. Yeah, they might hit righties better than they hit lefties, but still not good, and a 77 WRC plus on the road. So I expect the Red Sox to come out and swing the bats pretty well today. And like Ben said, man, you can't lose 3 games to the freaking Colorado Rockies. Like, that's just pathetic. So yeah, just expecting an ambush.
I agree with this Red Sox pick. I think it's just based on Austin Gomber. What I will say about Whitlock, started off the year against the Rays, gave up 5 earned in 5 innings. That start you're talking about. Then he pitched really well against the Angels. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned. But he did get roughed up by the Brewers.
Yep.
Right? 5 earned. Pitched pretty well against the Diamondbacks. 5 innings, 1 run. Got roughed up by the Rays again. And then I watched that game against the Yankees. He gave up a bunch of hits, was leaving runners on, and the Yankees were just being the Yankees. 5.02 expected, mid-4 CR. Like, I think he's fine, right? I think he's due for like a quality-ish start. 5 innings, 3 runs kind of start. But I don't think it'll matter. I think the Red Sox put up like 7.
Yeah, I just think it's the Rockies at the end of the day. Like, the last 2, the Red Sox haven't lost these games this series because of their pitching, right? Yeah. Like, the Rockies haven't been killing the baseball. It's just that the Red Sox haven't been hitting well. But Pete, I know we're not doing community prize picks entry today, but I do have a play that I really like on prize picks. If anybody,
maybe we just should. If everyone's got a prop, Ollie said. Yeah, just give it.
Yeah. So Justin Turner's on the board at a half strikeout, and I like him to go less than a half strikeout today. He's 6 for 8 with 3 doubles and a home run against Gomber lifetime, no strikeouts, and he's actually rocking an 8% strikeout rate over the last 50 plate appearances. The guy just hasn't been striking out. He's a lefty masher, and I like to see him up on that board today. So Justin Turner less than a half strikeout is the play that I really like.
Justin Turner left that. I like that. I know I was looking at the stats against Gomber. I'm like, holy shit, Justin Turner owns that man. Holy crap. All right, let's get into your next play.
Sure. Yeah, I'm on the Rangers at minus 135, which might be the most public play of the day. I don't know. Like, I think it's the squad ride. There's a bunch of other people on stream on it. This was one where I looked at it last night. I liked it. I looked at it this morning. I liked it. I looked at the model. I liked it. And I was like, all right, everything likes it. I like it. Simply put, you have Heaney on the mound for the Rangers. He's been very solid, actually. Like, he had a couple blow-up starts this year, but in his last 6 starts, 2.94 ERA, a 3.66 FIP, very serviceable. And the Angels have not hit left-handed pitching lately, Pete. They have a 293 xWOBA versus lefties the last 30 days. So, like, not a good left-handed hitting team right now. Heaney should be able to pitch well today. And then you have Reed Detmers, who gave up 3 earned over 4 innings against the Rangers back on May 6th. Detmers has been pitching well, though. He has an ERA of 2.66, I believe, in his last 6 or 7 starts. But he's given up just 1 home run in his last 7 starts. There's no way he doesn't give up a home run tonight against a Rangers team that just clobbers lefties. They have a 367 xWOBA last 30 against lefties and a 129 WRC plus overall against lefties. Ezekiel Duran's hitting in the 3 spot today, Pete. He has a 170 WRC plus in his last 70 plate appearances. And get this, a 168 WRC plus on the year against lefties. So, like, the dude has just been on fire.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
he could
you
be
like
a good home run
him
pick.
playing a shortstop for the Yankees?
Yeah, no, I think I'd like that. Yeah. No, that sounds good. Any other picks?
No, I just wanted to finish that one up with both of these bullpens are somewhat taxed, Rangers, Angels, but this Rangers bullpen is clearly better and less taxed. And this Angels bullpen over the last 14 days, they're rocking a 1.95 ERA, but a 4.47 FIP. Like, there's no way that goes well in the long run for the Angels. So I could see tonight being just like the Rangers early and often. So if you like -1.5 here and there's some value there, I don't hate it as well. But yeah, I really like the Rangers tonight. And then my last 2 picks will be quick here, Pete.
Sure.
I'm on the D-backs along with you, but I'm taking them through the first 5. This is, to me, a play where my brain really liked it when I saw Ranger Suarez on the mound against the Diamondbacks, who hit lefties well. The model really liked it. And then I've been a big fan of Merrill Kelly this year. I think I brought this up to you, like, maybe a month ago, but I was like, Merrill Kelly's actually doing something. He has a 2.92 ERA, a 3.9 expected ERA. Like, all of his expected stats are in the high 3s. It's not like he's an ace, but he seems to be a pitcher that does, outdo his expected metrics. And both these offenses are hot, and Kettle Marte's out and Corbin Carroll's out. So, like, we're kind of stuck. I'm kind of stuck on this one now, but I think it's just one where the model likes it, my brain likes it. Let's play it. Keep it simple, stupid.
No, I agree. And I don't know if you heard the system that, we've been doing all year. The 12-run thing. Yeah. I mean, you love to see that, like a system like that, and it makes sense, right? Like, if a team is favored after losing 15-3, everyone takes the dog after something like that, and then you see the other team just rebound and ended up winning that game. The system is just playing it through the full game, but I would assume if they take a lead, they're going to win. And I would assume the same about the Cardinals.
Yeah, the reason I really liked the first 5 number, I was like, wow, at +105, I really like that number. So that caught my eye, and that's why I went with the first 5. But yeah, Ranger Suarez too, I think he's due for a bad start. He's had 3 straight starts in a row, where he's been really good, but the numbers below the surface don't look great. 4.7 ERA and a 4.48 xERA. Like, I don't think he's gonna skate by unscathed today. My last play, Pete. A's money line. +230. It's for 0.25 units. I don't even have analysis for you. Like, play it because you love them to win 8 in a row. The model loves them to be basically even. Tyler Glasnow has a 2.87 ERA, but he has a 5.98 xERA. Like, Tampa Bay has a 139 WRC plus at home, a 116 WRC plus on the road. Like, there's stuff here where I think the A's could win this, and it's +230. Like, don't put a unit on it. But, like, responsibly, like, sprinkle. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing for you. I mean, and in the sense of, like, yeah, it's one of those plays where, Gino came on a couple weeks ago. The model has been screaming at us like the A's are going to start kicking soon. Why not today?
It might not hit, and I lose 0.25 units, but at least I had fun doing it.
You had fun doing it. I mean, the Rays could win 50-0, or the A's pull out a win. Good stuff, Colby. All right.
You just got to bet on the A's responsibly.
Responsibly. Just responsibly. A quarter
Very
unit.
responsible.
Quarter unit doesn't hurt anybody.
It doesn't. No.
Good stuff, my man. All right. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you, brother. Good luck.
Okay. Jake Hazen's pissed about the Angels bullpen. Colby ripping it a little bit. But Jake, he is right in the sense of even if they are well rested. I looked into it too because he said Jake, who I love. He's my guy. He's great at this. He's been saying, "When are you going to talk about the Angels bullpen on the Just Baseball show?" And I was like, I mean, they've been great. There's no doubt about it. And I looked into it because I was like, oh shit, is this sustainable? I looked at some of the X stats, which Jake does love. Hey, Peter, first thing my girlfriend said to me this morning was Marlins Mariners under. Yeah, I bet our relationship is over. What do you have to say to that? I say we run it back for 2 units. Hey, Peter, question for you. I remember one time you said you don't take home team spreads, but you took the Padres spread a couple days ago. So that does have a certain value for you to take the home team spread. Absolutely. Like, for example, I took the home team spread. Well, no, when did I take a home team spread? Oh, the Diamondbacks that one day against the Rockies. That's when the model thought they should just be outlandish favorites. And then I looked into it. I was like, yeah, they are going to demolish them. I think it was against Comber. Or, like, it's got to be very specific. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's got to be – I have to think they're going to win by 12 if I'm going to take a home team on the run line. You're wrong, I fear. I have some X stats too. Okay, Jake. I mean, where are you? I mean, where are you on stream? All I hear is chatting. It's all this. It's all words on a screen. Get up here. Corbin Carroll. And Christian Walker's also not playing? There's no way. Perdomo. No, Christian Walker's in the lineup. Yeah, Walker's playing. It's Perdomo, Rivera, Gurriel, Walker, Longoria, Pavin, Ahmed, Kelly, McCarthy. It's fine. It's a fine lineup, I guess. I mean, there's Corbin Carroll was in. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool, guys. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Late night pick. It's probably going to go 5-5 in extras. Phillies win, and I stay up till 2 a.m. watching that game, just watching all my pain disappear from my body. Braves winning 2-0. Dylan Dodd masterclass against Lorenzen, just getting crushed. What do I think about the Yankees over? I see a lot of people like it. I've not seen anyone on planet Earth without an under ticket. I don't know. Peter, grow up. What do I need to grow up about? What do I need to grow up about? I got to pretend I'm working for another 15 minutes. All right. Enough bitching. Go put the entire Just Baseball company on the D-backs. I think they still win. I do. I'm waiting for this for my model to readjust once the lineups come in, and it's going to flip to like Philly should win 58-0. No, I still think they're going to win, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan out 4 to 6 weeks. You hate to see it. You hate to see that Jordan's out 4 to 6 weeks. We wish him a speedy recovery. Come back strong, my friend. Come back strong. When you have Jordan Alvarez under 37.5 home runs and he gets injured, you don't want to see it, right? You want everyone to play and have fun. Peter, I know it's super T, but how do Perez and Castillo not shove today? I mean, it could. It's just so low. You have such a low margin for error. I've been burned on these 7 totals. The model thinks it should be at 6.5, though. Let's welcome on Tomas and let's talk some ball.
Let's talk some ball.
You're not driving, are you?
No, I am parked. I'm just in my vehicle.
Twitch, he is parked. We got a parked man giving not gambling advice. No worries at all.
No worries. I got a couple plays for you, Peter. I got 3 plays for the day. I threw some units around again today. I should have went 3-0 yesterday. Don't even get me started. I had over 9.5 in the Reds game. They scored 9 in the first 3 innings. I couldn't get a run. Couldn't get 1 run.
Isn't this sport just the worst?
I love it, though. I love it.
I do, too.
I love it. I love it.
All right, let's get into them.
All right, first up, Yankees, Mets. We're going with the Yanks today. Sorry, producer Cohen. The Mets aren't getting it done. The Mets are toast, dude. The Mets are freaking toast. They blew another lead yesterday. You're giving me Garrett Cole at this short price. I'm going to take it every time. Also, too, Mets are 5-14 this year straight up as an underdog. I don't like them in this spot. And at the same time, when I look at this Yankees team, I like their bullpen better. I don't like the Mets bullpen. I'm not going to play a first five because I don't know what Justin Verlander I'm going to get. I also don't know what Garrett Cole I'm going to get. But if the Yankees are even down and we're talking about the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, I don't feel confident in the Mets closing this thing out. I'm liking the Yanks today. Peter, that's your team. Let's see if they get it done for me.
I hope they win. I want to check because I know the Yankees have been using their bullpen a decent amount. Marnacho pitched yesterday, King, Holmes, Wanda. You don't love to see that. Yeah, Holmes threw 16 pitches. He'll be fine. Wandy will be in. Canely will be in. Cordero, Nick Ramirez. You don't love to see those kind of guys in. But as long – and King's going to pitch maybe. You got enough bullpen arms to salvage because, I mean, you look at the Mets here. Let's look at their bullpen usage lately. I mean, the only arm I trust is David Robertson. And who's available? David Robertson did throw 10 yesterday. Dominic, I don't trust any of these fools. So, yeah.
No, they're not good.
Producer coaches, they're all so bad.
Same reason I played the over yesterday. I don't trust any one of these teams right now. Not like I like the Yankees that much better, but I at least know that Garrett Cole is going to give me 5 innings. Yeah. That's the way that I see it.
Because he's a home run. Like, his problem has been the home runs lately. Who's hitting home runs on the Mets? As soon as I say that, like home run.
You're gonna say, you said that, Peter, and then they're gonna hit like 3 straight home runs to start the game, and I'd be like, "Up, there we go."
Yeah, like Dan Vogelback sets the record for home runs in a game.
If Vogelback goes deep today, the Yankees were never the play.
The Yankees were never. They could win 8-1, but if he hits a home run, it was you lose at least 0.62 units. You'll keep a unit, but you'll lose a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And then next up, I'm going to be at the Astros game today, and I have to find something. Give me the over 7.5.
Okay.
Price is too steep to bet on the Astros. I'm not going to bet on the run line. I think betting the Astros in any way, whether it's a first 5, it's a run line, even an alternate spread, is probably a trap. It seems too free with Framber on the mound at home after they beat him yesterday. I like the over. 7.5 seems really low. The Nationals, too, are one of the better left-handed hitting teams in baseball. Not saying that Framber's going to get shelled around, but I do see the Nats getting a couple runs. I don't like Washington's bullpen at all. I need a 3-3 game, and I know the Astros are probably going to pull it out at the end. It's going to be close. I really do think it's going to be a sweat because I do like Josiah Gray a lot, but I'm going to drop this in here because I'm going to be at the game. I think my main man, Alex Bregman, goes deep today. So let's see what happens.
I like it, my friend. You did ban betting the Astros, though. I'm surprised you're unbanning them because it's almost like going to the game pick. Is that might be a fade?
It could be. You can fade it, but I'm going to bet the over. There's no way I was not going to go to this Astros game and not come on and give a play for the Astros. But like I said, I was not going to be the guy that said, oh, yeah, I'm going to take Astros -1.5 or -2.5. Framber's on that. No. Just give me some runs. Give me some runs. That's all I'm asking for.
Give me some runs. I love it, my friend. We got play number 3.
I got the Snakes today. I got the D-backs. I know you're on them as well. And the way that I see it, Merrill Kelly, the D-backs play good when he's pitching. I mean, they're 7-1 in his last 8 starts. I saw the stat, too, of teams that have given up over 12 runs or the day before lost by 12 runs. They bounced back pretty well. Also, too, Arizona's in a better spot than Philadelphia. They're just a hotter team. I think yesterday was a fluke. And they're also one of the better teams coming off a loss. I believe I have it here. They are 16-9 coming off a loss this year. Phillies are 9-15 as a dog. They're not very good against righties. Not against righties, but they're not very good this year. Sorry. Oh, there we go. They're not very good as a dog. And then the D-backs 22-9 as a favorite straight up. I'm playing the Snakes today.
Let's roll. Let's get a win for Arizona. You know, the trend line dropped to -120 because no Corbin Carroll, no Ketel Marte.
That doesn't bother me. That doesn't really bother me. I like an Evan. Is Evan?
No, I'm on it too.
Today? Is Evan Longoria playing today? I like.
Yeah,
Evan Longoria.
we got a good lineup against a lefty. Like
that's the way
Rangers'
I see it.
big issue is against right-handed pitching.
Mm-hmm.
or against right-handed hitting, and we have a fully right-handed lineup. So we got a bunch of people in Q, Tomas. I know that's the end of the play. I know you got to get to the Astros game anyway, so let's win some bets.
Let's win some money today, Peter. Why not us?
Why not us? Keep it going, my friend. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Do we have to get Jake Hazen on before he gets to work? Yeah, Aram, if it's okay, we'll do you right. Jake Hazen will get through his plays and bitch about his Angels bullpen because he needs it.
Peter, I was doing this. You'd go ahead. Get her arm. I'm on for it.
Okay. All right, we'll get Arm. We'll get Arm on. Arm Layton. Arm Layton, how are you?
I was about to throw a fake fit. Now I have to pretend to be happy. What's up? What's up? I'm doing good. I'm doing much better now that I know that Corbin Carroll's not in the lineup and Ketel Marte is not in the lineup, which we'll get to in a second, though. But good for my pick.
Let's get to it. If someone's gonna win, let it be you. So let's talk about that first 5.
I've actually been doing pretty well lately too.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're getting. It's all a process. It's all a process.
We're not
right?
chasing. We're not chasing. We've separated ourselves from the basement that is Colby Olson, California Crabs. Like we're out of the basement.
Out of the basement.
That's step one. Step
the minus 10 unit train is somewhat of a basement.
Yeah, you just don't want to be there. You don't want to be there.
Doggy 6'9" subbed. What a stud. I know.
Oh, we got a new sub. There we go. Let's go.
Owen's been cashing on my picks. The only problem is he's probably in piss right now because of the Cardinals. Thank you for supporting still, Owen. All right, go ahead.
So this is my first pick of the day. And it's funny. I liked this before the lineups were even out. But Phillies, Diamondbacks, first 5, under 4.5. I feel like there's a few moving parts here. One, Merrill Kelly's a walking quality start. That is number one. And I know the Phillies are swinging pretty well. I know that Arizona's conducive to runs, being the environment out there. But Merrill Kelly's pitched pretty well at home overall. He's pitched well pretty much everywhere. And I think that he could keep that offense in check a couple times through. He only needs to go two times through. The other side of it is Ranger Suarez has looked like Ranger Suarez again. It took some time. And I feel like people are still hesitant to back Ranger. I was a little hesitant in terms of betting on the Phillies. That's why I didn't touch it, because of the fact that, Merrill Kelly's looked so good. So that kind of led me to, all right, I like the way Rangers looked. I'm afraid to bet against Merrill Kelly. I love the first 5 under here. Now you add the fact that Corbin Carroll, the leader in Major League Baseball in F4, and it's hard to argue that there's a guy much more important to an offense than and conducive to runs than Corbin Carroll. He's 166 WRC plus, but this guy can manufacture runs on his own. He can homer. He can steal bags. He's first to third. This is a dude that single-handedly can win or lose you an over-under. So I don't like to put too much stock in one player, but that's a guy that really is a game changer. And then Ketel Marte right there, the way he's been swinging it, that's a big deal as well. So first 5 under 4.5, I think it's already moved. I don't know if that's
minus 115.
Yeah. So
all the lines moved because, of course, the announcement of those two being out does not help anybody.
I would have liked it before.
Yeah.
But Suarez has been fantastic. He was coming off an injury. It took some time. He looks really, really, really good. The D-backs are fine against lefties. As long as they weren't a team that specifically rakes lefties, I was fine with it. They're better against righties, I think, overall. I think they're right around 9th at OPS in Major League Baseball against lefties. That's fine. With the way Suarez is throwing and with the way Carroll's throwing with these lineups, to me, this is my favorite pick in a while, which means it's going to lose. But my favorite pick in a while, seriously, especially with the lineups.
No, good stuff. I mean, what I will say is, though, the reason why I did lean the Diamondbacks is they've been one of baseball's best offenses in the last 30 days against lefties. So,
have they? So they've
started
really
off a little. Yeah, they've really, really heated up against lefties. 122 WRC plus in the last 30 days, which puts them around 7th, or it might have been 6th in all of Major League Baseball in that time span. Wow. So, and they're even a better offense at home. But again, like Ranger has looked good. But I agree with you. I think Kelly's going to be the one who pitches well. Like we saw what happened to the Giants offense early. Of course, they threw in Steven Matz instead in the 9th, and we ended up losing. I mean, why would they do that, Arm? Why would Oli Marmol put in Steven Matz over Andre Palante? Can you answer me that question, please?
Oli Marmol might be the worst manager in baseball right now. It might just be that simple. That might be a new topic we got to talk about on the Just Baseball show.
I got to be able to cap managers. Like managers minus 1.5. I mean, all right, let's go to the second play.
First to be fired. I'd like that line.
Yeah, it's minus 9,000 though. So not much value.
Second pick is Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Texas Rangers money line. Apparently, a lot of people are on this, and I can understand why. The value there is just too tantalizing. You have Andrew Heaney, who's looked better of late. I don't know if he's looked, like the prime Andrew Heaney that we see at times, especially when he was with the Dodgers, but he's looked far from the Andrew Heaney with the Yankees. What I like about this matchup is you got a lefty, high spin fastball that gets a lot of whiffs at the top of the zone. And that's the Angels' Achilles heel. That's just really what it is to me. So I feel like he's a guy that can keep them in check. Reed Detmers is not looked great. And I think the Rangers just kind of tee off on a guy like that. I like the way the Rangers have looked. They're great at home. Their offense has just been an absolute wagon. I was almost nervous that they weren't a minus 150, but I think it's also more of Vegas having potentially some hesitancy around Andrew Heaney. And I think they're underselling him here. I do think that he gives you competitive starts. And if he gives you anything of what he's given in the last 5, which is mostly 5-6 innings, 3 runs or so, that should be enough to win this ball game. So as long as Andrew Heaney doesn't get blown up, and he really hasn't had a blow up start in a while, I really think that this is an easy lean for the Rangers at home. To me, that's just a no-brainer. I just don't like what I've seen from Detmers lately.
Good stuff, my man. I mean, I would lean the Rangers too. It makes me a little bit scared. It's just like when I hear a play so much, because this is the most common play on stream and it's not even close, but it's all coming from people I respect.
I know,
like,
but that does make me nervous.
It's just like one of those things. The more times I hear it, the more I'm like, oh shit. But at the same time, like I agree with it. Like I don't have anything wrong with it. It might just be one of those baseball plays that we're just at the
Vegas just got it wrong.
Yeah.
I wish I put 2 units on the D-backs under or the D-backs Phillies under. I will say though, even with it shifting to minus 120, I'd still take that for those in the chat. Like I would absolutely still grab that line. I feel really good about that one.
Good stuff, my man. That's the end of the picks?
That's it for me. That's all I got.
I hope you win, my friend. So you and Colby win. So at least someone at Just Baseball is winning. Good stuff, my guy. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Peace out. Peace.
All right. We got Jake Hazen. Flash the leaderboard for the people. Up there he goes. There he goes. I mean, this is all I want to do is talk to my friend Jake. And there he goes. Anyone got thoughts on Blue Jays money line? I would lean the Orioles personally. I would. Thing is, Acuna hit a freaking moon tank. 461. What's up, my friend?
What's going on, Pete? What's going on?
First, let's address the elephant in the room, the Angels.
Okay. So let me get this started off here. So I'm gonna explain each guy and tell you why this bullpen is good. So Estevez, there's not much to explain for him. He's so like, do I need to go in about Estevez, or like we all agree that guy's good?
Just give me. You don't got to go through every single guy there, XH. Just give me the main point of why you disagree.
Okay. Well, I kind of have to. I'll make it quick though. Bachman, 1 ERA right now, not sustainable. xERA sucks, yes, but he has a 60% ground ball rate. X stats hate those type of guys, but guess what they do? They get ground balls, they walk guys, they get double plays.
Okay.
All right. Boom. There's going. Davinsky, that's a sub 3 xERA guy, about 2.9 xERA.
Okay.
We got Aaron Loop. Yes, he sucks, but we only pitch him in spots where we're up 5 runs.
Okay.
So that doesn't matter. What's another guy? What's his name? Jacob Webb. That's another sub 2 xERA guy. Matt Moore coming back.
But
He's
these are
solid.
all the amount of innings these guys have thrown is like 9. Like Jacob Webb, what does he have? Like 15 innings on the season?
Yeah, but there are guys now, Pete, and they've been playing good. Like,
hey,
these young arms coming up.
Shout out the Angels bullpen. Jake's pissed.
Just gotta say, every guy in our bullpens, X stats have been looking good.
Okay.
Except for Bachman, but we have the ground ball rate. The only ones that aren't good are Bachman, and I'm not gonna. You can talk about Tucker Davidson if you want to.
No,
that's your guy.
Let's move into your picks for today. We're done with the Angels conversation.
Well, actually, we're going back to the Angels because we're on an Angel again. I got Rio was a bad pick. I'll hold it up. His whiff was not getting there. It's just different pitcher out of the bullpen. He's trying to get ground balls more than striking people out, which makes sense when you're averaging out. And I was wrong. But we're going back to the Angels today, just gonna prove that I don't have Angel bias. This is why I want to bet the money line today, but I'm way too fired up with the Angels right now to bet the money line. I got a lot of bias, but we can go Chad Wallach over just to get a base, just get a single. So
your prize picks entry. You started with a prize picks entry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. So Chad Wallach just needed to get a bag. Both these guys have a similar theme. Both have been hitting the ball really well lately, and both I believe are undervalued. And I think it's just kind of like a Perdomo situation, or like what was that shortstop from the Brewers that was just hitting his over half base every day.
Oh shit, I can't.
You get my point.
Yes, I do.
So these guys are hitting the ball really well right now, and Wallach is facing Keeney, majority fastball guy, about 60% of the time going against righties. He's throwing that fastball. Wallach hits fastballs pretty damn well, and even better against lefties. All his stats grade out pretty well against fastballs this season. So that's where we're just asking him to get a bag for us today. And then for McKinney, exact same thing. Facing a guy with a lot of fastballs. He's been getting a lot of bases lately. I mean, just getting hits. He's been just getting hits lately since he's been in this lineup.
It's been weirdly good for us.
Yes, and he's facing a guy who's regressing and throws majority fastballs.
Have you seen the decline in Justin Verlander's fastball too? Shape down, spin right down.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just targeting two guys against two pitchers with bad fastballs against guys who've been hitting the ball pretty well that hit fastballs well. So just asking for a knock. And both these bullpens that they're facing, not good. So we have not good at all.
All right,
so we have that going for us.
Before you get into your next pick, shout out P. Smitty, Patrick Smith. What a beast. Thank you for subbing, my friend. All right, let's get into Nationals. Astros over 7.5.
Yes, we're going.
Again, we're hearing the same plays over and over again. I'm getting a little bit nervous.
I got this under in this Tigers game, trying to get sharp, and I think I might have got beat up. Andy Ibanez just went yard, and that's
Andy
when that's when you kind of know your bet's done. When Miggy Cabrera goes yard off you, you didn't win your bet.
Yeah, like if the players who never get hits are getting hits, it's over.
Well, not just hits, home runs.
Andy Ibanez's home run is not ideal for an under.
Dude, for some reason, I woke up today and thought Strider Masterclass, and Miguel Cabrera went yard off. I'm like, that's when I knew the bet was done. Like, that was it. Like, nothing coming out of that. But
the Braves did win 10-7.
Yeah, I parlayed Strider's K's and Braves money line. I don't know why. I just woke up like this is a Strider get right spot. And just it was not a horrible pick. But as I was saying, so Framber Valdez. Okay, it's Framber Valdez. All right, this guy. I'm not gonna come out here like Nationals crush lefties. They're gonna mash. This is a great regression spot. No, I think there's potential that the Nationals can, have the first. Framber really had a blow up start yet this year. He's let three earn against the Blue Jays, right? But he didn't get blown up.
Yeah, the thing is, he's kind of blow up proof. Like his bad starts are going to be a quality start. 6 innings, 3 runs.
So good, dude.
So.
But yeah, I'm just asking for maybe 3-4 runs, 4 for lucky, maybe even 2. I think will still be okay. But like I said, I won't be surprised if the Nationals don't get hits at all off Framber, but I also won't be surprised kind of get a blowout start today. The majority thing we're targeting Josiah Gray matchup against these Astros. So a lot of lefties in this lineup as ordinary, and Josiah Gray, his stats, his Sierra, his xFIP, he is a ticking time bomb. And I think in this Astros lineup at Minute Maid, I think is a spot where they can finally start cracking the time bomb off. And again, top of this is that obviously Astros bullpen, easily one of the best bullpens in MLB, if not the best. But the corresponding bullpen, not quite as good. So, yes, not quite as good as the Astros. So, I kind of wanted to take an Astros team total in this spot, but I won't be surprised. Just like a what the fuck, why is this happening thing where the Nats put up 5 runs and Astros score 3.
Yeah.
I kind of had that gut feeling, so that's why I'm going to go with a full game over instead, even though I do lean the Astros to carry this, obviously, right? Well, they're minus 300.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I like there.
People are asking why you stopped selling plays. I don't think that really matters. Is anything you want to address?
They can DM me if they want to.
All right, perfect. Yeah, just DM Jake if you want that answer. Jake, if you kill it on stream, I don't know why anybody would doubt you. I don't know why anyone would doubt you. Maybe people are just asking I don't know. Whatever. Don't care. I think that's the end of the plays today, right?
That's it, Pete.
Keep killing it, my friend. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Adios.
Peace. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it for people coming on stream, or do we got one more? That's it. Does anyone want to give a celebrity play? Is there anybody in chat who wants to come on and give a celebrity play? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's the point of talking shit? What's the point of talking shit, right? We're all just trying to beat the Bucks. Does anyone want to come on? We'll drop the link, or we could just say goodbye. Talking shit is live feed. Does anyone want to come on and give a play, or should we say goodbye? You tell us. Someone talk me out of Padres money line. I can't talk you out of Padres money line, honestly. Fat Girl celeb pick. Hey, Fat Girls, if you want to come up and give a pick, you are more than welcome to. All I need to hear is, all right, I think people are trying to get out of here. No worries at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys again for listening. We'll be back Thursday. I think we have enough plays in order to make a stream. Also, something kind of cool I want to share with you guys. Something kind of cool for me personally. Thursday, we should be able to stream tomorrow. Probably no stream on Friday. I don't know if you guys have heard of the podcast Foul Territory with Todd Frazier, AJ Brzezinski, Ken Rosenthal comes all the time, Scott Braun. I'm getting sent out to Atlantic City on Friday. I'm going to appear on their show, hang out with them for a little bit, stay the night in the Borgata in Atlantic City. I'm very, very excited. Very cool experience for me. I'm not exactly sure if I will even have plays Friday because I'm taking a bus in the early morning. I just might not be able to give you guys a write-up, but I'll probably have plays, might be limited, but it's going to be an awesome experience for me. Really, really excited. I get to stay at the Borgata and I get to be on that show live, and it's talk with a bunch of major leaguers. I'm really, really excited. So, but I think we'll have a stream Thursday, depending on if people can come on and give picks. You guys know I'm going to have picks, but if nobody else wants to get picks, what are we supposed to do? But if not, I'll be live streaming on TikTok to go over the full slate. Also, Peter, congrats. Enjoy that. Be a great day off. I don't know if it's going to be a day off yet. It might just be a day off stream, but I have a hard time taking day off picks. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Been in immense pain, but you guys know we're going to make it back. But we have to remember one thing, though. It's not gambling advice. Peace out, everybody.